Buying a laptop in 2026 and totally lost in the spec sheet? Don't worry, by the end of this video, you will know exactly what to look for and more importantly, what to ignore. And yes, we're covering used and older hardware too, because you don't need to buy new to get a great laptop. Let's get into it. Every laptop listing throw numbers at you: RAM, CPU generation, GPU model, screen size, and most of it is marketing noise designed to make you overspend. So let's break this down by what you actually do with your laptop, not by what sounds impressive on a box. First up, RAM. 16 gigabytes is enough for most people. Browsing with way too many tabs open, office work, light coding, 16 gigs handle all of that just fine. Don't let a salesperson talk you into more unless you actually need it. Now, if you're doing video editing or 3D rendering, bump that up to 24 or 30 gigabytes. Those workloads chew through your memory fast, especially with big project files or background rendering. One thing that doesn't matter as much as people think: RAM speed. DDR4 versus DDR5. The megahertz rating for most of us is a non-issue. If you genuinely need fast RAM, you already know why. Otherwise, don't pay extra for it. And don't be scared of a laptop just because it's only DDR4. Next, the CPU. And here's the big thing: you don't need the newest chip on the market. If you're doing web development or office work, an 8th or 10th generation Intel Core i5 or an equivalent AMD Ryzen is genuinely fine. These show up used for a fraction of new prices, so there's no reason to pay a premium here. If you're multitasking a lot, lots of programs open, some creative work mixed in, a mid-range chip works well. New, that's something like Intel Core Ultra 5 or Ryzen 5. Used, look at 10th to 12th Gen Intel Core i7 or Ryzen 5000 series. A few years old now, but it still handles everyday multitasking without breaking its sweat. And if you're gaming or doing heavier rendering work, newer chips like Intel Core Ultra 9 XX or Ryzen 9 will obviously perform best, but older doesn't mean bad. An 8th or 9th Gen Intel Core i7 or i9 or Ryzen 4000 5000H series paired with a good GPU can still hang with a lot of workload. Just check single core performance if you're doing anything latency sensitive. If you're doing game development, 3D rendering, or gaming in general, you need a dedicated GPU. Here's a tier list, and this applies whether you're buying new or used. GTX 1050, the bare minimum and dirt cheap on the used market. GTX 1650, my actual recommendation: great value used, easy to find, gives you some breathing room. GTX 1660 Ti or RTX 20 series, a step up if you want more headroom without paying current generation prices. RTX 30 series, excellent use value right now. A lot of these are hitting the second-hand market as people upgrade. Older GPUs are usually much better dollar per frame deal than buying new. The main thing to actually watch is VRAM. Even an older card with 6 GB or more VRAM will age better than a new card stuck at 4 GB. Big warning though, do not buy a thin and light laptop with a dedicated GPU inside, new or used. There just isn't enough room for proper cooling, so you will get thermal throttling and worse real-world performance than a laptop built for the job. Get an actual gaming laptop chassis instead. The trade-off: gaming laptops are heavier, less durable day-to-day, and their battery life is nothing to write home about. More on that in a second. For screen size, 13 inches is your best bet for portability. 15 inches start getting borderline unwieldy. Great if you're mostly stationary, less great if you're lugging it around every day. Let's talk realistic battery expectation, especially for gaming laptops. If you're actually gaming, expect 3 to 4 hours, not the inflated number on the marketing page. For browsing and office work, you might get 6 to 8 hours if you're lucky. Don't trust the number printed on the box, and don't trust it anymore on a used laptop. Check the battery health before buying more on that below. One thing worth adding: SSD storage is basically non-negotiable now. Even budget laptops have it. If you're doing dev work, gaming, or creative work, aim for at least 512 gigabytes. Game installs and projects files add up fast. And if upgradability matters to you, check whether the laptop has open RAM slot or a replaceable SSD. Some productivity laptops still support this, but a lot of thin and light solder everything down permanently. This matters even more on the laptop. An upgradable one gives you much longer useful life. If you're going the used route, here's what to check before you buy. Battery health. Ask for a battery report check the cycle count if possible. A cheap laptop with a dead battery isn't actually cheap once you factor in replacements. Thermal paste age. Anything over 3 to 4 years old may be due for a repaste, especially on a gaming laptop that ran hot regularly. Screen and hinge condition. Hinges are a common failure point on laptops that get opened and closed a lot. Quarantine status. Some brands, Dell, Lenovo, HP, let you check remaining quarantine by serial number online. Worth doing before you commit. Bottom line on used. A 4 or 5-year-old chip paired with a decent GPU will outperform a brand new budget laptop in most real workload, and you will pay a fraction of the price. Quick reference on price. Roughly speaking, new under $400 get you entry-level specs, fine for browsing and email only. 400 to 800 is comfortable mid-range daily driver, and if you're stepping into gaming or creator territory with a dedicated GPU, expect to spend $1,000 or more unless you go used, where all of these price points shift out significantly. So here's the bottom line. Buy for what you actually do. Do not go for the biggest number on spec sheet, and not for how new it is. Most people are overspending on RAM, CPU power they will never touch, while completely ignoring cooling, battery health, and real-world condition, the stuff that actually affects daily use. If this helped, drop a like, subscribe for more no-nonsense tech breakdown, and let me know in the comments whether you buy new or hunting for a used deal. I'll see you guys in the next video.